rut. We're kind of smack dab in the middle of moose rut season right now, so it should be a great time of year. We're heading up to a campsite just south on the outside of the BWCAW Canoe Area Wilderness. Lots of really great lake chains, swamps, marshes, really prime moose habitats. So hopefully this works out. Got about a 320-ish mile drive to our campsite, so we are going to point north and hopefully get there in 4.5, 5-ish hours and set up camp. Just getting started on the Gunflint Trail, about 40 miles out from our campsite. It's really a cold, foggy, rainy October day. This is kind of what the whole weekend looks like for us up here. Knew that going in, so we are prepared, and fortunately the cold and rain are not any sort of deterrent for the moose, so that will not hurt our chances at photographing these awesome animals at all. So we're gonna stay on this first part of the Gunflint here and just kind of move through. There's not a whole lot for bodies of water until we get a few miles in. That being said, definitely keep our eyes peeled because moose are definitely spotted even on the parts of the Gunflint closer to Lake Superior here. And hitting a moose is not something you want to do because they are so tall. What you do when you hit a moose is you actually take out their legs, and then the entirety of the moose lands right on the roof of your car. So the odds of fatality there are extremely high for both you and the moose. So for now, keep our eyes peeled, keep heading north on the Gunflint. Think moosey thoughts. Right, it's about 5:15 in the morning. 40-ish degrees out, but light drizzle coming down. Still probably an hour out from first light, but it is time to go get into position, as we don't want to be arriving at places where we think we'll see moose after we think they'll be there, as they will they'll get spooked as soon as you show up. So it is time to go find somewhere to camp up and wait for first light. And yeah, here's hoping it's a good day. And we're off. Still got a light rain coming in. Still a little on the chilly side. Feeling good. We are hiking to a kind of marshy inlet that I saw coming in last night. Looked like some prime moose habitat, so I'm gonna camp up there and wait for sunrise. Hopefully catch a glimpse. Got some moose tracks. It's fantastic. Means we're in the right place. Check this out. hung out down here for about an hour and a half. It's starting to get pretty light out. It's about 7:45. Really some great habitat. A lot of fresh tracks, but not hearing much. You can usually hear moose moving around as they're such large animals. So I think for now, we are going to hike back to the car, find another water source, and check that one out as well. Moose or not, it's a great place to start your day. Into looking today. No moose. Not surprising, to say the least. I've attempted this numerous times, and I have yet to actually see a moose in northern Minnesota. It can be a little frustrating because it's like looking for a ghost, but a big, loud, smelly ghost. Every time I look, I am just blown away that you don't see them all over the place. Minnesota doesn't have a huge moose population, but just the sheer size of them and the sheer amount of time I've spent up here looking, it blows my mind I have yet to see one. That being said, it's never a bad time, and today is one of those beautiful, foggy, overcast, rainy days on the edge of Minnesota that I love so much. They really are just the best weather to shoot in. It's kind of like a giant softbox for all your photos for the entire day. And it just gives you such a great mood and ambience to everything. And it feels so peaceful and relaxing to hike through. Love it. Beautiful lake in the Boundary Waters. I've got a family of river otter just out there on the dam, as well as a great blue heron fishing to my right. Doesn't get much better than this. Ended up killing a lot more time with those river otters than I expected. So it's now about 11 o'clock. We're gonna keep driving the gunflint, see if we can find anything else. That was only my second encounter ever with river otters in Minnesota, and my longest by a long shot. I mean, we were sitting there for two and a half hours, just shooting to our heart's content. Onward to other wild things. I have found the place that we are going to start looking for moose tomorrow morning. All of this awesome brush. Look at that beautiful, open, wet, perfect moose habitat on both sides. Yeah, this is the place. So we'll get back to this point tomorrow morning during the peak hours for finding them. Really, this whole stretch for about 5 miles here has tons of little inlets like that, any of which would be perfect to see a moose. So yeah, this is the spot for tomorrow. For now, we're gonna go find some trails to hike. Not particularly looking for moose, but we will choose trails that seem possible. We'll just see what else we can find. There's a whole lot up here. Well, scared up a decent amount of grouse. That's fun. They are pretty common up here, but beautiful birds. Always like getting pictures of them. A lot of these were close enough that I got frame filling shots as wide as 300 millimeters. So I'm pretty psyched on that. Sure is beautiful out here. Hour and a half or 2 hours been hiking the border route trail west. Gotten a few more grouse, a couple red squirrels, and some nice overlooks, but still no signs of moose. Have definitely come across a couple of trees that have been rubbed pretty well. So again, we know they're in the area. Also know it's not really the right time of day for it, so we're really just kind of hiking for the sheer joy of hiking. Just finished up some dinner at the campsite. Back on the Gunflint Trail now. We're gonna go check out some kind of boggy lowlands. It's about 5:30. Got an hour till sunset, so wait them out and see if we get any action. Just checked on the spot that we plan on looking for moose tomorrow morning, and there is clear signs of a moose having crossed out of the woods from one side of the road to the other at some point between when we were last there, maybe an hour and a half ago, and now. So unfortunately we missed that crossing, but it definitely seems like a good chance that we will see one there in the morning, or at least that's what I'm telling myself. Alright, the trail cam set up outside the camp. Did that last night as well, just didn't make a video clip about it. It's raining pretty good right now, so I think for the time being, just going to hang out with the latest National Geographic, flip through that, and call it an early night. Be ready for hopefully some moose action tomorrow morning. Another mild change of plans. I've decided that rain or shine, we're this far up the gunflint, we're gonna go look for some moose. I think the wind and the storm is too strong for them to be out, but we're already up here, so we'll take a look before turning back, and hopefully we'll get some nice Angry Lake Superior shots out of this at the very least. So let's go hope there's no trees down. Our original road that we wanted to hit this morning is a minimal service forest road off the gunflint. It's all dirt. It's only 1 lane wide, so it's no real turnaround room. I'm a little concerned with last night getting such a big storm that A, the road may be completely flooded out in areas, or B, there could be giant trees down preventing us from making it all the way through and not being able to turn around. I'm not quite sure what the options are there. So for now, we're gonna head north on the gunflint and just see if we can find any moose in some nice low-lying boggy wetlands. And then once it's a little lighter out, we can kind of assess the damage from the storm last night. We'll decide if County Road 92, that dirt road, is worth driving. So for now, hope to find some moose on the main road. Against my own better judgment, I have decided to take this minimum service forest road. Despite thinking it might be a little sketchy, and despite all the travel at your own risk signs at the entrance, I'm up here for moose. Gonna try and find some moose. Here we go. Pretty good now, but this is definitely some thunder too. This is definitely where we're gonna see moose, if we're gonna see them. These swampy inlets here are just perfect. So we're gonna keep driving, camp up at some of these, and just scout, you know, hoping that we see something out there. Hoping the weather doesn't get too much worse than this, or these back roads are gonna get dicey. Alright, finally made it off the back road there, back onto some pavement. For now, we're gonna keep heading north on the gunflint. There's definitely more and more thunder rolling in. The rain keeps picking up and slowing down, picking up and slowing down. So we're just gonna keep looking for wildlife right now. If the storm continues to build, we will head back towards Superior and try and get some photos of waves or the storm hitting the cliffs out there. That back road was a questionable choice, but I would say a good one. It's a ton of fun. Got to see that cross fox and the hawk. So, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes the risk pays off, but you definitely have to weigh the pros and cons. Leave no trace, personal safety, probably the two biggest things to keep in mind when you're out on trips like this. Should follow my own advice more often. Well, after driving around a bit, we ended up back at the lake where we were shooting the otters and the heron yesterday. Thought I'd swing by and check it out again, just to see if they are out this soon after the rain. Not likely, but we'll camp up for like half an hour, and if the rain doesn't start up again, maybe they will come out and fish. Well, Otters are definitely at it again, so that's cool. They're kind of fishing and playing on the far side of the marsh from me. But we've got a pretty good spot and cover here, so we are going to post up and hope they get a little closer. Rain's starting up again. Otters have retreated to their den, but we got a few more shots. And I live for these moments. Sitting alone early morning on a wilderness lake in the rain, watching a family of otters play. I mean, just incredible. Can't wait to see what else the day has in store for us. After years of searching, I've got a female moose and 2 calves, maybe 50 yards from me across the same small swamp we had the otters in. I've been watching them for about an hour. This is just incredible. I am just at a loss for words. See if you can see it on the camera. I'm not sure. It might be too far. Oh man. 3 moose, female and 2 calves. Just out in the water, not a care in the world about us. They got honestly closer than I would have approached them. They made it to about 30 yards. We got some frame filling pictures of them wading through the water in this beautiful fog, drinking, cleaning each other. I mean, my God. I hoped to catch a glimpse of one up here. Never in a million years would I have thought I'd get to spend 3 solid hours watching them go about their natural lives. Just incredible. So much time spent on this, and wow, talk about a great morning. I am just freaking out about that experience. I'm heading back home now because I just want to get these on the laptop. I want to get them backed up as soon as possible. But oh my God, that was, I don't even know. That was, it was incredible. That was the experience of a lifetime. Oh man. Well, it's been a couple hours now since the moose encounter. I'm still trying to kind of process that. In wildlife photography, every once in a while you'll get an experience that really just resonates. I don't know how to explain it. The animals will be completely at peace with your presence or completely oblivious that you're there and just go about their natural life. There's no... It's just pure. It's the animals being themselves in their environment, completely at ease. When I've typically gone up looking for moose, I've always thought that I would be ecstatic just to get a photo of one coming out onto the road or pausing while crossing the road. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that I would get to have one of those experiences with a mom moose and 2 calves. I mean, sitting there watching them just be completely at ease and natural was really something that I just thinking about it brings up some really crazy feelings. A mixture of adrenaline and excitement and just so much emotion that getting my white whale in the state of moose after so many failed attempts, and to have had it be a 2-hour-long experience where I got to be completely immersed, part of the environment, completely unknown to my subjects, is just, it's more than I ever could have asked for. Wow. I don't think I'll ever be able to actually put this into words. It was, it's terrific.
This could be good for me. Lately I was feeling like I need a purpose. But when you talk to me, give me the impression that I won't scratch your surface. And I could walk for days, searching for your praise. But is it even there to find? Is there a chance for me to learn your memories? Will I slowly lose my mind? 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 Lost in your maze, stuck in your gaze. How can I get out? I'm out of time